If you need to create a graphic for your news story, here's one way to do it. First, I found an article that had some statistics that I'm going to use in my story. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen capture of where I found the information. On the Chromebook, I'll hold the Shift key, press Control, and then click the screen capture icon. I can click and drag to choose what part of the screen I would like to use. In this case, I'm just going to grab the top of the site. Once I've chosen the area, I'll click the capture button. Now I need to go to my files, and under downloads, I have a new screen capture, which if I double click it, you can see here's what I've just captured. So I'm going to use that to create a graphic that I save in my story. So actually right now, I'll just go to photopea.com, choose open from computer, and I'll go to that downloads folder, sort by date, so I can see here is the one that I just captured. So I'll click open, and here's what I have. So I'm going to go to the file menu and choose new. So I'll choose screen, and for the screen size, I'll just choose 1280 by 720, and then I'll click the create button. And I'm going to go back to the tab with what I did. I'll do Control A to select it all, Control C to capture it. I'll click back on my new project and do Control V to paste it. Now notice it's much bigger than I need. So I'll go to the Edit menu and choose Free Transform. I'm going to make sure that the width and the height are locked together. I'll do type 50 to just reduce it down. And now I can see the edges, so I'm going to go ahead and just position it so it fills the screen. And that looks pretty good. So with that in place, I'll hit enter. And now I can go to File, Save as PSD. I will navigate to my graphics folder and call it NBC Survey. And now I will go to Export as PNG. Click Save, and I'll keep it as NBC Survey. Now, if I wanted to add some text on here, I could use the text tool. I will choose a different color. So I'll go up here to the color, and maybe I'll choose red for this one and click OK. And now I will type what my text is going to be. In this case, it's going to be 50%. Actually, I'll spell out percent of students are failing. I'm going to select all of it with Control A, and then I can go ahead and increase the size here, and I'm going to make it about 200. Let's see how big that gets. Well, that's a little bit too big, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it 75. And then I'll use the Move tool here to position it. I'll go back to the text tool here, make it 2 lines. Go up here and center the text. Let's see if I've got that correct. Highlight it, choose center up here. I can use the Move tool to move it. So once I've got the red type, I'm going to go ahead and add an effect to it. So I'll make sure I've got the type layer selected. I'll screw down here to the effects button, choose stroke. I change the color to white, make sure it's a white so I can contrast it with the red. Click OK. I'll make it a little bit, maybe about 5 pixels, 7. Let's see what that looks like. I'll click OK. And that might be a little bit big, but that helps the red text stand out against the graphic. So when I'm happy with that, in fact, I think I'll just reposition this by using that Move tool here so I can have it 50% of students are failing. And now I can go to the Save menu and save it as a PSD. So I'm going to go ahead and save it as NBC survey. Hit save. Since I already had one called that, I'm going to save over it because I've got the version now that has the text. And then for use in the video, I'm going to go to export as PNG. Click save. NBC survey. And I'm going to wipe that out because I want the one that has the text. So there it is. I've created a graphic to use in my story using photopea.com.